Well, hello YouTube, Gore King here with some more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Hope everybody's having a fine day. Personally, I just got home from watching Deadpool and Wolverine. And I have some thoughts on that, so I might be talking about that while I play. But, listen, I'm just going to be playing some Mass Effect, though. How you doing, Micah? What's going on? Let's see. I'm trying to remember which of all these I've been to. What's up, Jonah? What's going on? So, like I said, I watched Deadpool and Wolverine. Just got back from it about, I don't know, 30 minutes, hour ago. It's not good. It's not good. I kind of thought it was terrible, to be perfectly honest. I am very disappointed by it, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I have been to this place. Yeah, from what I had heard from a lot of my friends who had seen it, I figured I would probably be somewhere between finding it to be a bad story but an entertaining movie, or you know, maybe somewhere in between that and at least okay. I thought it was kind of horrible, though. I mean, there were a couple of moments where I got a couple of decent laughs. Like maybe, I don't know, three or four times I laughed a little bit. But otherwise, I didn't think the movie was all that funny. I think storytelling-wise, it's awful. You know, there are some decent action scenes. There's an action scene that takes place in a van that I was like, okay, that was really cool. That was probably the coolest scene in the movie. And I think Hugh Jackman's great in it, but other than that, not much else about the movie I actually liked. But it was kind of doo-doo. So, yeah, that's where I'm at on action scenes are always good. Not really. Not every action scene is good. Let's get this going up. This one happened to have a couple of decent ones, but not every action scene was actually good. At least not in this movie. There's plenty of action scenes in movies, though, that are crap. I wouldn't say this one necessarily had any, like, legit crap action scenes. Though there's one near the end where I'm just like, why is this happening? I thought it was just kind of stupid. But, yeah, I didn't think it was a good movie at all. I would rate it as, I'll be honest, I don't know how any movie is going to touch it this year for the most overrated film of 2024. I think it's kind of destined to have that title clinched. What's up, Jalen? What movie? Deadpool 3. I wanted to like it. I didn't care for it at all. Thought it kind of sucked. Just didn't do anything for me, really. Like I was telling Jonah and Micah, I got a couple of laughs out of it. I thought the van fight scene was cool, and I think Hugh Jackman's great in it, but outside of that, didn't care for it at all. Like, I don't think I could do, like, a full-blown breakdown after just one viewing, but I left the theater pretty disappointed, if I'm being honest. I was just like, oh, okay. Let's see. Have I not been here? Let's go here. I really wanted to like it, though, because I love the first Deadpool. I was disappointed. I think each Deadpool got worse. Yeah, we agree on that. Deadpool 1's awesome. Deadpool 2 is okay. And this one is... Like, I'd probably score it a little harsher than you, but obviously we scale things differently. But yeah, I didn't get a lot of enjoyment out of this movie. I wanted it... I thought it was going to be a lot better than that. And I was like, oh. Like, I knew it would be at least sort of Disney-fied. with their kind of weird brand of storytelling and their stuff with all the multiverse nonsense, but I just didn't care for it. Like, my thinking going in after everything I'd heard from, like, friends and I guess some people I listened to, I thought, well, might not be like an objectively good movie, but I'll probably enjoy it at least, and I'll probably be willing to buy it on the cheap when it comes out. I don't think I'm even going to buy it. Not even a thought. I know I'm not going to buy it. I have no reason to buy this movie. I'm just like, I don't care. It's like I have no desire to own this movie. I'm a little curious why the exclamation mark is still up on this. Okay, it's not these. Maybe it's something on the console. Holds to the weapon. Okay, that's too low. Oh, still can't get in. Pooey. That's probably what's holding me back. Oh well. No biggie. But we did have a really fun show talking Unforgiven last night, which that's great. Done editing with phase 1 of this. Oh, awesome, dude. Awesome. Yeah, after I'm done here in a couple hours, I'll be going back to the video I'm editing. Hopefully I'll get some good progress on that, because yeah, my busy part of my day is more or less finished. And yeah, I got my video coming. If you want to see a good video on Deadpool Wolverine, I recommend checking out Vex Electronica's video. She did a really fun one, and there's a clip that she used from that was freaking cracking me up. Holy crap, it was funny. Alright, let's head out of here. Artemis Tower is done. So, Artemis Tower's done. I wish you could mark these galaxies when you're finished with them. But let's go here. To the Hades Gamma Cluster. A gecko? Nothing there. Okay, we can survey. Plube. We can land here. Deadpool is the best movie of all time to me. Deadpool 2 had some good elements. Had the best live action Juggernaut. I'll have to read the rest of that comment a little bit later. I usually read like full comments on my phone, and I don't have my phone beside me because it's charging. I was on it a lot after the movie ended. Which each has gotten worse progressively. Yeah, one of my biggest issues with Deadpool 3 was, okay, so you have this lady villain, right? And when you meet her, it's like, oh, holy crap, she can basically ruin you with a flick of the wrist. And I'm like, okay, so she's like uber powerful. And they're like, all right, so how do we beat her? It's like, what about Magneto and his mask? I know that his helmet, we know that can block that. And they're like, oh, well, she killed him. And then she destroyed the helmet. He's like, crap. And like, the only other one that could do that is Juggernaut. And he's on her side. And right there, I was like, well, if he's on her side, why would he not just let her destroy the helmet? And I never thought that girl's the main villain. Well, she's at least a villain. I mean, she's the biggest. Well, she's one of the biggest threats. I mean, it kind of depends. I mean, the plot's mostly just focusing on the fact that his world is diminishing, but she's obviously one of the two primary villains. The TVA guy is obviously the other villain. But regardless, I'm like, okay, if Juggernaut's on her side and that helmet is the only means to stop her, why not just destroy his helmet? I mean, it's like, you're gonna fight for me anyway, right? Let's just destroy your helmet. And if he refuses to, and be like, okay, then you kill him. It's like, okay, well then you kill him. But even if we take that part out of it, if I'm her, and this lot of heroes shows up, that's obviously what they're there for, because it's the one thing that can stop you. Why not just stand above the battlefield, flick your wrist a few times, and you kill all of them? Why are you letting them mess around? And it's like, she can kill these people with a flick of the wrist and it's over. Nah, we can't let her do that. We gotta make it to where we got these fake manufactured stakes. Well, I mean, yeah, well, the comic does that, but that's not what they do in the movie, so I have to go by what the movie tells me. But again, even if, like, he's dependent on that helmet, I'm like, okay, that's fine. You can maybe get away with that. Because obviously she values him as an ally. So you can kind of get away with that. But if that's the case, then, head over to the battlefield and flick your wrist, and then the fight's over. Fight should be over quickly. She shouldn't be letting them mess around. Well, the movie doesn't tell us it's accurate to the comics either. That cannot be assumed, because plenty of people will watch the movie not knowing the comics. All the movie tells us is that the helmet is necessary, or the helmet is the only thing that can stop her. That's all the movie really tells us about that. Unless there's something in the other movies that says otherwise, in which case I'm fine with that. But again, that's not even the biggest problem. Because I think you could justify that by saying, well, he needs the helmet to be Juggernaut. I'd be like, okay, you know, don't need you to fully tell me why that is, but if he needs that, okay, I could accept that. But if that's the case, why are you letting all these heroes even get close? I mean, you can basically flick your wrist and kill all these heroes, right? You can just get rid of them. You're that powerful. I mean, you are that powerful. Just kill them all. Why even mess around? It's just, that's really convenient. It's because if you don't, then the plot doesn't happen. I'm like, well, then you wrote it badly. It's just silly stuff. But that's like that's not like the biggest issue with the movie or anything, but I'm like, I mean, it is an issue, but ugh. It's a bad movie. I didn't care for it. Mostly, I just wanted it to be fun, because I kind of expected it not to be very good. Love it! How you doing? Good to see you. We were just talking Deadpool, because I finally watched it, and I didn't care for it.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Perhaps we will find more answers at the excavation site.
I found it funny. There were moments I didn't like. I was hoping I would at least find the movie funny overall. Because from everything I was hearing, I was like, well, I'm probably not going to think the movie is, like, objectively good. But at least it could be entertaining, like, the action and the humor and whatnot. I'm going to be honest, I didn't think it was all that funny. I maybe chuckled 3 or 4 times. But that was it. I was like, oh, okay. It had a couple of action sequences that I liked. Yeah, they could have done a lot of things like that. Heck, go to another timeline and... Well, no, I guess can't go to another time. They didn't have that means at that point, but... I don't know, I just thought there was a lot of ways they could have done this movie better. But yeah, I didn't find the movie especially funny. It had a couple of decent action scenes. Like, I thought the van fight was really good. I liked that a lot. You know, whether the movie is or isn't funny is going to pretty much come down to the individual. So, you know, it just kind of depends on if the jokes work for you or not. so I'm not necessarily all that critical on those, but I like the different comic versions of Wolverine. I liked the idea of that, but I felt like they didn't let that scene breathe enough. I would have liked a little bit more on those. I was hoping that scene was going to stretch out further. I hated the dog parts. Yeah, you know, I know a lot of people think ugly dogs are adorable. I don't. I think ugly dogs are just gross. So I was just, it's like, oh, the dog's so cute. I'm like, no, it's not. That dog's nasty. If that dog licked me, I would be grossed out. Like, ugh, get that rat away from me.
Finally, some action.
It's like, get that dog away from me. That's just me, though. I'm like, I don't like ugly dogs. I just couldn't look. Yeah, and then, like, him... I never understand people who, like, French kiss their dogs. I'm like, that's disgusting, but... Okay. Some people are totally fine with that. I'm like, nah. I ain't letting no dog kiss me like that. That's disgusting.
Here it comes.
Watched it pirated. Yeah, I watched it in theaters. I went to the theater. I didn't do the theater in India thing. Kind of wish I had at this point, though.
The survey team must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
But yeah, that was...
Whatever they found, it is long gone now.
That's gotta be the most disappointing movie of the year for me. Definitely. 'Cause I didn't think they could screw this movie up all that. Like, I was like, yeah, it might not be as good as the other two. You know, it might not be great, might not even be good, but it'll at least be fun. Like, that was my thought going in. It'll at least be fun. And mostly, I didn't have fun. I hated the opening sequence. I thought that seems to be the one that a lot of people are kind of back and forth on. Some people really love that sequence. I thought it sucked. I hated the opening scene. I was like, that. It was like probably the most Disney-fied part of the movie for me. I really hated the opening. But I was like, okay, well, hopefully it gets better from here. And it just, I don't think it did. I was like, didn't do it for me at all. And yeah, I was kind of like, I mean, like, if people enjoy it, I'm like, that's fine. You know, if you enjoy it, that's cool. I may not totally get why people enjoy it, but I'm like, that's fine. You know, we all have different brain chemistry, whatever. But the idea that it's this is a good movie, I'm like, no, it's not. Stop. Just stop.
Fire in the hole.
I mean, I don't mind the song necessarily. Like, I even think you could do a scene with that song, but it's just him dancing and all that during that sequence, and I'm like, did y'all watch the first Deadpool or the second Deadpool? It's not really, it goes meta, obviously, with its fourth wall breaking and whatnot. I thought that was way overboard. Because at the end of the day, that scene is taking place in Logan's, like, it's like, okay, this Deadpool from 1 and 2 is in the same universe as Logan, apparently. Which I thought that was a weird choice right off the bat. I was like, oh, okay. Totally agree with you there, love it. I hated that they did that. I really hated that. It never resolved. But apparently this Deadpool is in the same universe as Logan from Logan, and I was like, I don't particularly like that, but okay. But then it's all that dancing, and it's very meta and fourth wall breaking, and I was just like, why are we doing this? This is not okay. I don't like this at all. I mean, granted, I don't... That might be my least favorite scene in the movie. Like, I don't know if I could say the movie got worse from there. It just didn't get much better. But yeah, just the overall movie, I was just like, I just felt like I watched Disney teabag on Deadpool as a... Like, they took their shiny new toys, Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't think I like the idea of anchor beings. I don't like it at all. I think it's a stupid idea, and I don't think it makes a lot of sense either. They're like, well, Logan was the anchor being in this universe, and I'm like, what? So if a person died... Like, it's one thing if you were to say, if you take an anchor being out of their universe, things start to mess up. I'm like, okay, I could maybe get behind that idea. Like, if you take them and separate them from their universe, things start to screw up. I'm like, okay, you might be able to make that work, but you're telling me an anchor being can't die? What? It's like, well, who was the anchor being before he died? He's only been alive a couple of 100 years. That doesn't make a lick of sense. And if you can transfer one anchor being, it's like, I mean, if the anchor being thing transfer from one person to the other, it's like, well, why didn't it transfer after Logan died? That doesn't make a lick of sense. It's stupid. But yeah, I just, I do not like that. I did not like it. I didn't like it. I mean, granted, if I were to do a full-blown review, yes, I would watch it again. And sometimes when you watch a movie again, things can improve, and maybe certain things would improve, but I think, do I think the movie overall would improve that much? Probably not, because I know there are pretty big things about that movie that are not justified, particularly that thing. The anchor being thing is just like, what? What the heck is this crap? But yeah, I thought, I didn't think it would be that bad. I didn't think I would dislike that movie that much. I really didn't. I mean, some people I very much trust their judgment. I know weren't caring for it. But I thought, well, maybe I'll just superficially get into it, and that'll be okay. Yeah, and here's the, yeah, if you laughed and had fun with the action, that's a score I can understand. But I didn't even get that much out of it. So for me, my score is like a 3. Because I was like, oh, I got very little out of it laugh-wise. One action scene I really liked, and that was it. And I was like, okay, well, that was pretty rough. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm glad people are like, no, this doesn't save the MCU or anything, but the funny thing is, like, you know, the movie was kind of joking about how, you know, everything since Endgame has been pretty rough, blah, 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 and I was like, yeah, that's true. But so is this. Like, I wanted to at least think that this movie was distinct from the rest of the post-Endgame MCU, kind of like, you know, No Way Home was. And No Way Home has a litany of problems, but No Way Home I still think is an enjoyable movie that I like. Yeah, and that's fine. And here's the thing, I can understand that because I think Hugh Jackman does such a good job as Logan. Like, he's the best thing about the movie by far, I think. The weird thing for me, though, is probably why I wasn't even getting that much, though. And again, this would depend on how you feel about Deadpool, is Deadpool himself was annoying me in the movie. Like, as much as I loved him in the first two movies, I got to a point where I was like, I'm kind of annoyed with him at this point. He's not really doing it for, because I wasn't laughing. I was like, oh. So it was hard for me to get invested. And I think them making him and Vanessa no longer a couple, I'm like, why would you do that? That kind of did they not see why that undermines the stakes? I mean, even if you just change that little bit and still have them be a couple, I mean, you can make them a couple that has some problems because of, whatever the reasons they gave were, but them not being a couple, I'm like, that's not a good idea. That's kind of a stupid idea. You're undermining your stakes. Him loving her and her loving him, that adds a lot to that dynamic. Gives him more to fight for. So I'll be honest, I didn't care about their timeline that much after that. I was like, oh, well, if his universe dies, okay, I guess it sucks. But, whatever. And they they sideline Colossus and Negasonic, and they sideline Vanessa. I'm like, oh. So, like, they're in that one scene, and it's like, oh, we don't really see them after that until the end. I was like, dang. Yeah, I'm like, huh. And I'll say this also, the cameos. I was not annoyed by Deadpool, but I don't think Ryan. Hang on. Oh wait, let's down this. Gotcha. Hang on. Let's go here. What was I gonna say? Can annoy me. It's fine. Yeah, well, Channing Tatum, the funny thing was, like, Channing Tatum's performance, I would have probably enjoyed more, because I don't think he was bad, but his appearance was so odd. Like, he didn't look like he fit the costume. Because they were going for that comic accurate costume. And it looked awkward on him. And it sucked because I thought his actual performance, I was like, okay, I like the acting. And and kind of their exchanges where I was like, these are okay. These are pretty funny. But I just couldn't get over the way he looked. Yeah, exactly. He had a chubby face, and it was like, wow, y'all really squeezed him into that. Huh. It looked like bad cosplay. It looked like really bad cosplay. It's like, oh, okay. I liked the other Gambit better. Yeah. I agree. And the other Gambit was in a crap movie, too. That's the bad thing, is like the other Gambit was from a crap movie, but I liked him more. But yeah, this is definitely one of my biggest disappointments in a while. Easily the biggest disappointment I've had this year at a movie. All right. But yeah, at the end of the day, it felt like Disney they didn't understand what those first two movies were going for. Plus, I believe Wolverine Origins is the best live-action Wolverine movie. The second was boring, and oh wow. I think Wolverine Origin is horrific. I think it's freaking terrible. I think Logan's easily better. I don't even think they're comparable. Logan's actually a really dang good movie. Oh, holy crap. Oh crap. I hated Logan. What the heck is wrong with you? Logan's awesome. Logan's great. Now wait a minute, did you say you thought the first Wolverine movie was boring? Just to clarify, because again, I'm not looking at my phone, and because I'm a little confused at the moment. Just want to make sure I read your comment right. So the second one was bro. I wanted to be sure because I thought you had first said the first Wolverine movie was boring, but that you liked Origin, and I was like, maybe you're mistaking the title, but okay, just want to make sure I heard you right. Alright, so, alright. Just for clarity. Which, granted, I think you're crazy, but I think you're insane. I think Wolverine Origin is one of the stupidest superhero movies I've ever seen in my life. I'll be honest now, the Wolverine, it wasn't, I didn't hate it, but I didn't really like it that much either. I thought it started pretty cool, but then again, I thought Wolverine Origin actually started okay. It's just after those first 40 minutes, I was like, whew, that got rough. But I think Logan's freaking amazing. Get that. Lots of stuff. Alright, got some Metagel. Definitely need that. Let's blow that up. Okay, that's nothing. Let's search around here. I think the second is boring from start to finish. I'll say this, I think the second one is the most forgettable one. Like I saw Wolverine Origin and the Wolverine once each. Never rewatched either. Now, I remember more about Origin, but that was because I didn't like it, and because I thought it was so bad that there was just a lot that I remembered about it. But the Wolverine, while I probably found it a little more inoffensive, I still didn't particularly care about it. I was just like, okay, that was a movie. It didn't do anything for me. Like there are parts of Origin that I remember, at least. Not necessarily for good, but I remember them. Like, I remember because they stood out. I was like, ooh, that was goofy. But it's at least more memorable. So I will give it that much. Alright, we're going to head to the med station. That way we can grab some, we can refill our Metagel. Put it this way, I feel no inclination to ever rewatch either of them. Like, I'm content to watch X-Men 1 and 2. I don't like X-Men 3, but I've seen it a couple of times. I'm like, I don't outright hate it. I just thought it was kind of bad. But truth be told, I don't even think X-Men 1's all that good. I think X-Men 1's just kind of like, It's got enough good about it to where I am okay with it, but I don't think it's a good movie. X-Men 2 is a really good movie, though.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, we've got a situation that requires your expertise. A group of fanatical biotics have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies. Their freighter sustained damage and is dead in space. Get in there and take them down.
Oh dear.
What's the priority in saving the chairman?
Saving him would be my...
Alright, I'm gonna mute myself real quick while I grab something, but I'm gonna keep playing this dialogue.
Your top priority is to neutralize the biotics.
What are the biotics asking for?
They're L2 biotics, and most of them are suffering major side effects from the implants. The subcommittee denied a request for reparations to all L2 biotics. Apparently they'd like the chairman to reconsider.
What kind of resistance should I expect?
The biotics were seen loading equipment into the freighter. Expect traps and combat drones. Nothing you can't handle.
Understood, Admiral. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate you taking the time, Commander. I'm sending you the last known coordinates of the freighter. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay, I'm back. What's the best movie I've seen in 2024 so far? That's a good question. Let's see. I would probably put it between Dune 2 and Late Night with the Devil are probably my two favorite movies I've seen this year. The wild card movie probably right now is Longlegs, because I'm not totally sure exactly how much I like that movie, because it's a bit of a strange movie with a lot to dissect about it. So definitely one I want to see again. Really loved Dune 2, had a great time. Like, that was definitely my best theater experience. Late Night with the Devil was the best surprise for the year. Kind of came out of nowhere. Had a heck of a good time watching that. Really cool, unique horror movie. Really enjoyed that. I'd say it was, right now, it's probably between those two. I would say probably the best summer movie I've seen is Twisters. I had a really good time watching Twisters. You know, I don't think it's a great movie, but it's a really good time. So, you know, that much I'm cool with. That much I'm totally cool with. Hang on, gotta look at something real quick. I'm not suddenly getting a bunch of followers. I don't get a ton of Twitter followers, and I've gotten 3 in just like the last hour. I would say Despicable Me 4 and Migration. I think Migration technically counts as last year. Like, I think it came out in December, but it's close enough. I haven't seen Migration, so or Despicable Me 4. Truth be told, I haven't seen Despicable Me 3. I saw 1 and 2, and I've seen Minions. Why the heck did I do that? I'm trying to remember if this is the one I have to fight on, or... No, yes. There's a colony that I don't have to fight.
Kill the hostage!
We have to save the chairman.
Ah, terrorists! It's such bullcrap. They get you just stun locked to death. It's so crap. I saw it on January 11th. Oh, you saw it on my birthday then. You saw that on my birthday. But yeah, I'll check that out. Only reason I wouldn't count it that way is just for the... No, I don't necessarily mind that because at the same time, you could make that same case for any movie you see this year, whether it's from last year or 1970. But it was at least still in theaters at the time, so... Gosh dang it. Oh gosh. Stop spamming, jeez. Alright, we got, I think, one more. Cook that fool. Yeah, finding a group of biotics is kind of annoying, because they spam the poop out of you. Look at time. Alright, they're gonna be in there. All right.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all going to regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What, we're supposed to trust you? Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth. I promise that.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
We surrender!
I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it.
Now please kill them.
Is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
A 5th Fleet cruiser will be by shortly to pick you and the prisoners up.
Tally. Liara, let's kill them. Alright. Actually, let's look at our squads. Oh, we got some stuff. Boost that and that. What can we get our armor up to? Medium. Okay, just medium. Actually, let's go all the way up so we can just get our medium armor already. And now our equipment. Not worth it, not worth it. That's a good one. Okay, pistol. Close, but this one's a little better. Heatsink capacity is higher, but significantly better damage. Let's see. wonder if I can up the heat Okay, so we can increase our heat absorption. So that's good. What about armor? No. Nope. Nope. Slightly better, but not... Well, no, not better, actually. That's actually sort of worse. Let's go to Liara. Or, excuse me, Tally. I think Tally also uses the shotgun. Definitely this one. And we'll give her the combat sensor. I'll go with that. And then Liara. That is definitely better. This is worse. Blue wire tool is what she's using. Chameleon tool is... Tech cooldown bonus is better, but that's not enough. I'm trying to think, what weapon does she use? Liara uses the pistol. Okay. Dang, I had her wildly under-equipped. Here we go. All right. Let's bug it off. Hey, bug it off. Ooh, there's some new armor. Wonder if that's any good. It is better. Nice. Hail Hydra armor. Okay, so that area's
Message
done.
coming in. Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the
What's up, Jacob? How you doing?
Your assistance.
You're obviously talking earlier about Deadpool. Obviously, I find myself amidst the haters, the heretics, who didn't care for it, but yeah, that's fine. Voyager will... Hang on, let's say so. Hades Gamma, Artemis Tau, we've done those. Let's go to Hercules. I didn't think Deadpool and Wolverine would get people so divided. Yeah.
Message coming in.
I'm not super surprised that it's dividing, like, the people that we all run with, like our group of friends, because obviously, you know, you've got when you've got a movie that, like, fans are united on and everyone's, like, really, really into it, that's one thing. But to me, it's like movies like that are, like, kind of, like, really lopsided, that everyone loves it or everyone hates it. I think, especially ones that a bunch of people like, I think the most likely groups to get divided are people that try to dig deep into movies. Which, I'll be honest, I don't feel like I've dug all that deep into Deadpool 3. It's just, I felt like there was a lot I just caught in it that I didn't like, or that I think is objectively bad. And then on top of that, I happen not to have that much fun with it. Like, that's kind of like, that's the weird place I find myself in, as to where, like, literally going in, I thought from what I had heard from, everyone obviously that we know that have seen it, I thought, well, might not be good, but I think I'll probably still have a decent time. And I was okay with that. I was like, if that happens to be the case, cool, I can live with that. I didn't even have that much fun with it. I was like, oh. Yeah, and that's kind of why I felt the way, because I felt like even most of the people that we know that enjoyed it were still like, it's not a great movie, but we had fun with it. But I find myself on kind of almost on the most like on one of the more extreme ends. Like I thought, like Vex and Andrew, like particularly Andrew, I thought, because Andrew was the first person I saw score it like really low, because he gave it like a 3, and I thought, okay, maybe that's a bit much. But he didn't say a ton about the movie. He just thought, this is kind of crap. I saw like little bits here and there that he was saying, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. Vex seemed obviously not to like the movie at first. It really wasn't until her video was starting to get made that she was like, the more I'm looking into this movie, the more I'm like, I really don't like this. And I was like, okay, interesting. And I'm like, yeah, I ended up kind of finding myself in a place like they are, where I'm like, whew, I didn't like this movie. Exactly. This is the legit all-terrain vehicle. I mean, granted, these levels can be kind of like a lot. The OG version, you didn't have that little booster that I'm giving it, so it was a little harder to traverse these things. But it's a little easier to drive in this game. I never minded too much because I just enjoyed the planet exploration, but yeah, it is a little better now. That's the Mako. I was kind of mad they took this out of the other games. I like the Mako. Prothean Ruin. Mysterious Globe. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregular slot on the underside. Remembering that strange trinket you received from the Asari consort on the Citadel, you pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting you. Slowly your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You are alone in the forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with the others in your tribe. There is a pain and a small lump in the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced under the surface of the skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upward, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, and yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to your caves and the rest of the tribe. You fall into familiar patterns of life: the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that would claim your territory. Days roll into nights and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is a sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls, you must range farther for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it. Its call a deafening roar as it descends from the above, swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. You wake an instant later and find yourself on Elitania, lying on your back, the Prothean artifact looming above you, undamaged, and your companions standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light, And you sort of toppled over, one explains. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asks. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you have seen. The memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyzing the results at their base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realizing this is a mystery you probably never solve. Forget about it. This is one of those parts that I really wish they'd been able to make a cutscene for. I thought this would have been really cool. Because it's kind of a big story thing to discover. But nevertheless. Let's see. I enjoyed seeing things in the movie that we wanted to see for a long time but never got to see. It's still not good. I enjoyed it, but I guess my stress levels are higher. There are plenty of flaws, but yeah. I mean, obviously, anyone who follows me on Twitter and saws my posts knows the comparison I've made to between this and TFA, as far as on a broad scale. I think I'm kind of going to be curious to watch how people view this movie in the years to come, because I kind of feel like this is TFA all over again, where it gave people a lot of kind of member berries, things you wanted to see, and for a little while everyone was like, oh yeah, I really, really like this. And then with TFA, everyone was like, then they started to think about it and they were like, wait a minute, this is maybe not as good as I thought. Now granted, the reasons will be very different this time if they do, but I'll be curious to see how opinions evolve on this one if they do. I'll be a little surprised if they don't, at least to some degree, because I have a hard time seeing this movie as one that has a lot of value on rewatch. I mean, I'm sure there are some people who are going to buy this and, you know, watch this and really like it, whatever, but on a broad scale, I don't see that. Because I'm pretty sure, like, the audience rating on this movie is higher than either of the first two Deadpools, which is insane. So there's that part of me that's just like, there's no way this has the shelf life of Deadpool 1. There's no way. I'll be honest, Levitt, short of wanting to do a video about it, I honestly don't want to rewatch this movie. I really don't. Like, I have no desire to rewatch it. Like, yeah, it's definitely no Edge of Tomorrow, that's for sure. It's definitely not an Edge of Tomorrow type movie. Edge of Tomorrow is a legit good movie. But yeah, what's kind of, I guess, part of the reason I'm kind of frustrated by the discourse around the movie is not, like, I like the discourse that all of us in our circle have been having. That I'm actually pretty cool with that, because it seems like most of us understand, like you said earlier, that even if you like this movie, you don't necessarily think it's good. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That makes sense. You know, I don't fully get what people see in this movie, but I get just on a human level that, look, there's just some movies that people are into that others aren't. It's just how we get wired sometimes, and that's totally cool. But when I look at, like, the audience score for this movie and stuff like that, I'm like, really? I'm like, that many people are wild about this flick? Huh. That's a shocker. I can't say I expected that. That's pretty wild to me. Like, somebody shared an IGN review and they said that the movie like sacrificed like cheap thrills and stuff, or sacrificed something like good storytelling and whatnot for like cheap thrills and whatnot. And I was like, did IGN just actually have a good take? What's going on? I was kind of stunned. Granted, I didn't see their score or anything, so, and that's just a snippet from one person's review. But I was like, oh wow. But yeah, when I look at like the audience score for this, I'm like, really? You're all that into this? Okay. Okay. The monkey doesn't have the module. Give me my module, monkey. You get renegade points if you kill these monkeys, so I'm not allowed to shoot them. But dang it, I want to shoot them. I don't like monkeys, especially these little wacko, alien-looking creepers. I love that movie and Oblivion. I need to watch Oblivion. I haven't seen it yet. I own a digital copy of it, but I think people that are comic book readers saw all the Wolverines. Each one of those scenes was a comic book cover. Yeah. Funny thing for me, I was just like, I didn't think there was enough to those scenes. I actually wanted to see a little bit more about the various other Wolverines. I thought, okay, you could add a lot of substance to this scene. It could be really freaking cool. And they have like the cavalry show. Like, like one thing I'm confused on. Maybe y'all can help me clarify this, because like this was the part that probably confused me the most. And I thought, did I miss something? Why do all the Deadpool show up at the end and they fight them?
He dropped the data module.
Okay.
It is a miracle. The data module.
Calm down, Tally.
Your pilot should be
Bloody
able to
hell.
relay this info to your superiors.
He dropped the data module. It's like, all right. It's cool. It's fine. Wolverine versus Hulk. More, please. Yeah, you could have stretched that scene out and made something kind of cool. That could have been fun. Oh, jeez. Alright, we're gonna map, we're gonna map warp. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, jeez. Hehehe. Yeah. I mean, and I get you can't you can't make it every one of them a movie, but like that was the sequence I was like, gosh, that was kind of disappointing, because you could have done a ton with that scene. It'd been really freaking cool. I think they kind of held back on that one. Got him.
I think we're done here.
Yeah, we are. Probably should change up my sniper rifle. My snipple riffle. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. There we go. Alright. Probably want to check we picked up some armor and stuff, see if we got any good ones. Oh, hello. That's a good armor. So, that's a good one. Alright, Liara. Let's check what you got. That's a good one. Nice and white. Not that that matters. Oh yeah, I need to... Let's see, plus... Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go back to Shepherd. Got some weave in there. And I don't think I picked up any more for Tally. Nope. Alright. Let's pull up my schedule for August on YouTube. Alright, cool. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Sorry, I'm just responding to something. Alright, here we go. That was kind of that person. Somebody... I was responding to somebody, they had... I guess they had watched one of my videos and just, they were retweeting it, and I was like, oh, that's nice. Until he was like, I think you should switch to a Linux, and I was like, well, I do have a new PC since then, but not to Linux. I don't know anything about Linux, so... Alright, now let's do the big mission. Let's go to Pharos. This is where the elevator music should come on. There are elevators that have music, but they're on the Citadel. Or as Vex would call it, the Citadel. Okay, speaking of, hey look, Logan, speaking of Wolverine. Alright, let's head to Pharos. I quite like this mission, this is cool. Alright, so this is a pretty big story mission. Who am I going to take with me for Pharos? Alright, so Liara I would take with me to Novaria. Which I could probably take Tally with her there, so let's not go with them. We'll go Ashley, and let's go Garrus. Or maybe we should go Rex. Yeah, let's go Ashley and Rex.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Actually, you know what, though? Now that I think about it, it might make more sense to take Tally on this because of the Geth show up.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley,
Okay, so let's see. Liara, I know for sure she's coming with me. Novaris, we're leaving her out. I probably could take Rex with me then. So yeah, we'll take Tally and we'll take Ashley. That'll work.
Equalizing.
You get different dialogue with each one. That's why I'm thinking about getting. It's pretty cool story-wise that you get stuff like that.
XO Presley has the deck.
All right, let's meet with these peeps.
We saw your ship. Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
Oh my gosh. Let's make sure Ashley is properly equipped. It's been a little bit since I had her. Let's see, Gladiator. Oh, okay, hang on now. That's pretty cool looking, but dang, her armor looks dope. Oh, wait, so Gladiator armor is actually heavy armor, so I can't even wear that. Dang, Ashley, you rocking that. You can be a space racist as you want. That is for real some pretty freaking cool armor. I like it. Holy crap. Alright. Give her some heavy duty assault rifle stuff. Let me make sure I'm pretty sure she can use the assault rifle. Yep, she is definitely good with the assault rifle, so we're good. We're good. Leap it around. Heckin' A, y'all. Heckin' A. Alright.
Head to the tunnels. Make sure they're secure. What if I find Geth there?
Are you saying you won't go?
No,
I'll go.
I fear the Geth will kill us all.
The Geth can't be allowed. This work must be completed. They're coming.
Stop the Geth.
Alright, let's head over to the side. Take care of the rest of the Gith. Oh, snap.
Ah, Commander.
I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Ow. Okay, definitely need to heal up. Hang on, let me make sure. If we go up here, we're not gonna find any. Looks like we got a couple enemies up here, so we'll take care of them. Booyah. Whoa, where'd he come from? Oh, they're dropping from the sky, that's why. Like, wow. Holy smokes.
To wherever the Geth are bunkered. Check in with Fidan, but I think we're done here.
Alright. Alright, see ya homies later. Later, love it. Thanks for dropping by. Virtual hugs.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony is safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the ExoGeni headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's ExoGeni?
It's the company most of us worked for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway
she said disdainfully.
Headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. we also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
I'm going to disagree with the one thing that Admiral Teague just said in our little group chat. I think 7 years ago we would have all acknowledged that the movie is absolute trash.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
Do you have information about Geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
Let's talk about Zeus, Hope, and Pharos in general.
Of course, Commander.
Tell me about your colony.
Life is hard and often brutal, even without our current problems. Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the Geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place, unlike anything I've experienced before.
How big was the original Pharos colony?
We were nearly 1,000 at the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zeus Hope.
The Normandy isn't huge, but we could airlift you out.
The Geth fighters are too dangerous, and I won't be driven off this world. It is our home.
It's our home.
There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
What can you tell me about the defenses the Geth have set up?
What's good Wednesday will be fun. Yeah, it probably will be.
They landed at least one Geth ship at Exogeny, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck,
Alright, let's chit-chat with these folks. We got some tasks we can perform.
At least we've got a chance to regroup.
You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
Are you the captain of this freighter?
Not originally. The captain died in one of the Geth raids. I'm the last crew member. We shouldn't even be here. The Solarian merchant promised us a fortune. I wish... I suppose it could be worse.
What's wrong with the ship? Isn't she space-worthy?
There's too much damage. Maybe if the Geth stopped attacking, I could fix her. Then again, if there were no Geth, I might just stay on a while.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship, making sure she doesn't get any worse. Nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those Geth come over the walls.
It looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but Fidan, what's the report on? I should go.
Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to diagnose?
No, thanks, really. Yeah, please, I need to get back to work.
Why all cagey all of a sudden? What's going on, lady? Oh, wait. I liked Wolverine Origins more than most people did. Well, Jalen here actually liked it a lot, but I think even you would agree he probably liked it too much.
I may be able to provide a few
He liked it more than Logan, which I'm like, what is happening? Alright, I'll buy you a license there, sir.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure. A new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the Geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
Tell me about Zoo's Hope.
The colony is growing. Or it was. But you should speak with Fidan. He is our leader.
Why should I speak to Fidan? Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now.
Oh no, Jay, I knew you knew that. Jalen always has some pretty hot takes. That's just who he be. It is a mind indiscernible. Like, the funny thing for me with Origins was, I remember when I started watching it for the first time, and this was not that long ago, it was only about 2-3 years ago. I actually, for like the first 40 minutes, was kind of into it. Like the first 40 minutes, I was like, this is relatively interesting. I kind of am enjoying this. And I was starting to get hope that I was like, maybe this is just an underrated movie that, you know, people needlessly crapped on. And then after those 40 minutes, I was like, okay, wow, this really went off the deep end.
Is there anything I can do for
Plus, the special effects in that movie are pretty terrible. But it was about the time that he runs into that big fat guy in like the boxing ring or whatever. I was just like, whoa, we just really shifted tones here. What happened?
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic, or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
Tell me about the colony.
Yeah, it definitely flounders after the midpoint. Yeah.
Best ask Fidan if you really must know.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Fidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
I should go.
Nice work with those Geth.
No.
Glad you showed up.
Glitched out a little bit there, lady.
I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
The top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
I have a ship fueled and ready to go. I could bring water in.
Unless you plan to make a trip every
Debbie made me want to watch the old Fox Marvel movies.
need to be self-sufficient.
Tell me about yourself.
I'd rather not. This
I mean,
is not the time or the place.
the ones I normally would watch, I guess I would I would obviously rewatch those on their own way, but I don't know. It just didn't really have any effect on me that way, I guess.
I am not the one to ask about that. Ask Fidan or one of the others.
Tell me about the colony.
We are a small group, part of a larger colony, before the Geth attacked. You should speak to Fidan. It's his responsibility. He knows the colony best.
I have to go.
I wish you luck.
And Greta.
Hold this position in case those things try to attack again.
Oh, poor lady. I think this guy's... he's moving, so he's alive. I was like, is he dead or just lying there like a bum? Blade, X-Men, Spider-Man, yeah.
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander.
What can you tell me about Exogen?
What an ungrateful C word.
I work there as a security officer.
What was the word from Unforgiven?
For artifacts.
A cunny.
That's what they do. They fund the colony. In return, we help them uncover buried treasure. It's definitely not as exciting as they make it sound.
I get the feeling you don't like me.
How would you feel if you were hung out to dry by every government organization that ever promised to keep you safe? They should have sent a small fleet. Instead, we get one ship. And you're only interested in the Geth.
Look, you racist.
What can you tell me about the Geth?
Gonna help you all with all this other crap, so
I can't tell you
just
anything
bug it
about
off.
I suggest
My
you go and
gosh.
answer Jenny if you want answers to those questions.
Tell me about Zoo's Hope.
I can't tell you much about it. You should speak to Phi Dan if you want to know more.
Goodbye.
And check this chick over the railing. I don't like her. What a turd. Alright, so we went up there. Now we'll go down here. Fix all their freaking problems. Your heroics don't impress me. I mean, you only saved lives. It's like, man, get the heck out of here. I have... Oh my gosh. What the... I mean, a little pissed they have all this material to work with, and they just shove it all into one movie. Yeah, well, and that's kind of why I was just increasingly less impressed with it, is it felt like this was a lot of distraction. It's like, we're just going to make a lot of stuff happen just to try to distract you from how crappy our writers are. It's like 1 minute you're like, it's like they tell a joke, and in my case I'd be like, I didn't think that was very funny, but then they're like, but look, Blade. It's like, oh, okay. Hi. Ooh, double kill with that shot. Got him. Okay, let's turn their water back on. You know, to impress what's-her-face.
A large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
You mean like this? I'm starting to wish the MCU would end now. I've been wishing that for a while, dude. I've been wishing that since around Endgame. I mean, they've made a couple of decent movies since then, but whew, I am more than ready for this whole thing to end. Just end it, wait maybe 5-10 years, and if you want to do like a new MCU timeline the way they do like comics in that respect, go for it. But just stop it with this timeline already. Alright, now we got big old red boy. Got him. Endgame, it's in the name. Yeah. Endgame would have been the perfect place to end it. I mean, granted, Endgame's got gobs of issues. I mean, I don't even know if I would call Endgame a good movie, but it at least superficially, you know, it at least works superficially. Like, there's enough about the way they end certain things that I like, to where it's like, okay, wouldn't have been the best ending, but fine, you know, at least it's over. I like the movie, but the Asian dude with the rings, Shang-Chi, I didn't hate it when I first watched it. So, and I still wouldn't say I hated it, but it didn't do much for me. I didn't think it was particularly good. You know, it had some unique things about it, but it also had some really goofy things about it too. And Aquafina is just not funny. It's like, please stop trying to make her a thing. Okay. Need to heal. Need to heal. Unity. Okay, give me my shields back. And... medic! Wait a minute, did I hit the switch? Get out of the way. Eternals? Oh, dude, I freaking hated Eternals. Like, Eternals for me was I don't know if it was like objectively the worst MCU movie. It's one of them, but no movie in the MCU bored me more than that movie. I was bored out of my freaking mind watching that one. Like, I legit hated that. Like, the only movie I would say I really hated more than that one was Thor: Love and Thunder. Like, that's the one I legit hated. I would say the worst one is probably Multiverse of Madness for me. I think that's the worst written one. But Eternals just bored the crap out of me. I remember when you get to like the halfway point of the movie, no joke, I thought the movie was almost over. And then I looked at the timestamp and saw there was like over an hour left, and I was just like, no, stop. Like, just end. I hated that movie. I really hated that movie. That was me during Love and Thunder right there. Except for what he says.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip. Helps remind me I'm still alive.
I need to clip this scene.
Again, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the gift?
Not looking for, looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Trying to get to the...
I'm getting an idea for a Deadpool short watching this guy.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die fighting.
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle, time's up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like freaking... It's like they do the Icarus thing where he flies into the sun. I was just like, what? Did you all really just try to do it that way? Come on. That was so goofy. It's like, they named him Icarus just so they could fly him into the sun at the end. I was like, oh. Oh, that was funny. Unintentionally funny, and in hindsight only. Alright, so I've done most of the tasks. I think I've got one more. Yep, and it's in here. Make sure I'm all healed up. Freaking die already. Alright, got you, and now you. Alright, let's heal it up. Now I got this big old freaking Krogan in here. I don't have any more grenades. I got 2 Krogan actually. Might want to go sniper rifling. Whoa, what? Where'd this guy come from? What the heck? There's a third one. I didn't even see him at first. There we go. Well, not only that, Jalen, Deadpool and Wolverine's going to be the second R-rated movie in history to make $1 billion, and it's going to be the highest grossing R-rated movie ever. Like, it's going to hit $1 billion next week, they're saying. So, you can be certain it's going to be the highest grossing R-rated movie, because only 2 R-rated movies have ever made $1 billion. Or, well, 2 once this one does. It'll be this and Joker. So it's going to almost certainly pass Joker, because it's making its money a lot faster. So it's definitely a moneymaker. And it will make the MCU do more stupid things, yeah. I kind of agree. That's why I'm a little annoyed. I'm like, no, you're all getting suckered in by this. Might make another 300 movie. I mean, that's not the same studio, is it? Who owns 300? There's plenty of movies that show that an R-rated movie can make money, but who the heck owns 300? I thought Legendary owned 300. Which, if so, that's a different studio. Come on, peep your head out. Okay, fine, don't. Whatever. Yeah, how like that? Right in the flippin' face. Uh-huh. But movies for financial just well, you don't know. That's another Snyder cut. No. Keep Zack Snyder away from everything. He's gotten too full of himself. But here's the thing. The problem with 300's just, it's a very different animal. It doesn't have the same kind of fan backing as a comic property like Marvel. And Deadpool had great momentum from its other 2 movies, whereas 300, yeah, most people love the first 300. I don't know a ton of people who are like super high on the second one. I mean, I know a few people who like it, but I don't see a ton of people like really itching for another 300 movie. They're just like, okay, second 300 was, some people liked it, some people didn't.
Goodbye.
Man, piss off, lady. Screw this chick. I just, like, fixed freaking everything. Are you kidding me?
Commander, is there something I can help you with?
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
Alright.
Hello again.
I killed the big Baron. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
The second one was bad. Yeah, I didn't see the second one. First one's alright. I mean, I'm not like a huge fan of 300, but I've seen it about 2 or 3 times. I'm like, it's entertaining.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
Money, please. Have this colony up and running in no time. They made over 337 million. So there's still financial justification to make a third. Oh no, I think they have a reason financially to make a third one. Now, granted, I don't know what the budget was on 302, so that's, I don't know if they spent too much and lost money or what, but let me check. Let's see. 300 Rise of an Empire budget. Yeah, that's they could make a third one. I mean, it's about 110 million, 100 to 110 million. Yeah, I mean, truth be told, I'm a little surprised they haven't made another one now.
I'm told to make all my goods available.
Goodbye.
Yes, good luck.
I mean, it looked like they definitely made a profit. No doubt about that. I don't know if they're going to do it, though. Could be a rights issue, could just be lack of motivation. No idea. But the way they franchise things, put it this way, I kind of feel like at some point it's going to make some kind of comeback.
Commander, what can I do for you? I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. It won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
Let's talk about Zeus, Hope, and Pharos in general.
Of course, Commander.
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
I like both 300 million. I like the second one more. Haven't seen it. No idea.
These aren't trained soldiers.
What happened to the second Rebel Moon? It just got glossed over? No! It was just, the first one was so bad that once the second one came out and was worse, people just started making fun of it, and it just kind of came and went quickly. But now we've got those director's cuts coming out, which I don't know if you saw the trailer for the director's cut. It's all it is just these movies are going to have more blood and sex in them, and it's like, okay, it's just juvenile. It looks like it's going to be freaking terrible. Even number one. Even if no one else wants a third 300 movie, screw everyone else. I just want a third movie.
I'll talk to you when I learn.
I kind of think eventually you'll probably get your wish. It's just a question of when. But it's also a question of, okay, how much money do they want to spend? Because even though they made a profit on the second one, you pretty much would have to keep it at around that budget to probably feel safe about making another one. They might even be waiting for... they might be, like, to put it this way, if Gladiator 2 does well, not necessarily make a profit, there's almost no way it's going to make a profit. They spent way too much on Gladiator 2. But if it does reasonably, if it makes a good amount of money, they might then look at that and say, okay, we can make a sequel to 300.
Let's take it.
They just will be like, okay, just don't spend Gladiator 2 type money. Because, like, the budget on Gladiator 2 is just ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. There's almost no shot for that movie to make money. Like, that movie has to make like $1 billion just to break even, almost. I mean, or maybe even more than that. Depends on how much they spend on marketing. Like, the budget on Gladiator 2 is insane. Anyone who thinks Gladiator is the worst modern-day sword and sandal movie? Yes. Though, it's not surprising that you would be the person to think that. Now, put it this way. You're not the only person I've ever heard of that didn't like Gladiator, though. There are some, actually, like, even Roger Ebert, who, you know, back in his day was the most popular movie critic, he didn't like Gladiator that much. He was not a Gladiator fan, funny enough. But as far as, like, now I'll say this. Do I think Gladiator is a tad overrated. Yeah. I don't think it's like a 10 out of 10 movie like some people do. I think it's like a 7. I think it's really entertaining. Like its entertainment level for me is high, but the movie itself, it's you know, it's like a 7. I've only seen Troy once. I do like Gladiator more, but I like Troy. I think Troy's a pretty good movie. I definitely like Gladiator more than 300. 300 to me is just kind of okay. Like, I'd probably give 300 like a 5 out of 10, something like that. Maybe a 5.5. I don't think I'd go much higher than that. I don't know what I would give Troy, though. I know this. Troy has one of... I'll say this. Troy's like... That fight between Eric Bana and Brad Pitt is better than any fight in Gladiator. I will absolutely say that. That fight is one of the coolest sword fight scenes in any movie. And Gladiator's fight scenes are edited very choppy. Like, that's part of why I think the movie's slightly overrated. I think some people give the fight, the combat scenes a pass for some of the choppy editing. I still really like the movie, though. But, Troy has a much better one-on-one fight scene. Like, its fight scene between those two is... Oh, that's fantastic. That scene's amazing.
That's close enough.
Relax, John. They're obviously...
And 300's combat probably is better than Gladiator's too, now that I think about it. But I think the substance of Gladiator, like story-wise, is better than probably both of those. But if you... I'll put it this way. If you think... Like I said, I can't speak on Rise of the Empire. I haven't seen it. If you think 300 in Troy is better than Gladiator because you like the combat more, I can understand that. I could absolutely understand that.
I thought you said they were all dead.
That's not really a bad take.
They're not dead.
If that's what you're into as far as those movies are concerned, I get it.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from me, but I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Elizabeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time voting.
Troy's story, like I said, I'd have to watch it again to know how well it holds up. 300s, it's just I don't really care about the story because it's kind of goofy the way they tell the story. So I'm just like, the story doesn't mean anything to me, whereas Gladiator's story I find more poignant. So just 300s just doesn't do anything for me. I think the storytelling's kind of silly in that movie. I would like to see a movie depicting Rome invading Greece. I bet there would be some pretty epic battles. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. I enjoyed the storytelling in 300. Yeah, it didn't do much for me. I was just like, okay, it's pretty basic.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
Sounds easier done.
And I think the the Emperor is pretty freaking cringe in that movie. He's so cringe.
What is it about you that makes people assume we enjoy being in harm's way?
It's not that bad. All you need to do is find my console at Exogeny headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
Oh no, I know that.
Do you have any idea what the Geth were looking for?
I don't know if I don't know if it was capable of even being like. I don't know how capable it was of being a great movie to begin with for me, but I don't know.
Why work in the middle of nowhere if your skills are so useful?
Maybe I've got a bit of the frontier spirit in me. That, the alternative is a bit too secure for my liking. Freelancers don't have to worry about security as much, so long as we keep a low profile.
I work in the middle of nowhere.
Oops. Hit the wrong one.
Worry about security as much, so long as we keep alone. Tell me about the data I'm getting from you.
Plans for a few prototype mods. I'm a freelancer.
Time to get moving.
Alright, got a little mission for him. Don't need to talk to any of these folk. Yeah, that would have been a little alarming. Oh, okay, I can still talk to them.
What can I do for you?
What was the building used for?
Oh, yeah, we repurposed that structure to serve as headquarters for Exogen. That's mostly offices with a number of light-duty R&D labs.
Exogen is a master at repurposing anything and everything.
The company has to make a profit somehow, Juliana. Ferris is a long way from self-sufficient.
Tell me about the colony.
We established ourselves here 4 years ago. Growth was steady until the attacks. Our biggest challenge has been the lack of resources. There's just so little here of value. Still, we were making a go of it. It was even starting to feel like home.
What brought you here?
I guess I thought this would be the start of a new life. I wanted to go where I could feel like I was making a difference. Instead,
making a difference.
I was destroyed. It's very hard not to lose hope.
Do you know what the Geth are after?
I have no idea. We certainly haven't found anything of use. Something Exogeny is keen to remind us of.
We need to recoup our expenses. Nothing personal.
How did you get split up from the Zeus Hope colony?
Most of us live closer to the Exogeny building. Zeus Hope was mostly used as a port. When the Geth hit, we scattered. Until you told us about the others, we assumed they were killed in the first wave. If we had known they were still alive, we might have attempted to join them.
They're fairly secure now. Maybe you should do that.
No. I don't think that's a good idea. We have no vehicles, and the Skyway offers little protection.
Like the building we're in now.
Listen, our best hope is to sit tight and wait for company reinforcements. Come eventually.
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
Somewhere at the Exogeny headquarters, I hope.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my
Alright, now let's chit-chat with the jerky fellow.
Please keep your fire to a minimum when you go to the Exogeny building. You want to minimize damage. Oh, and I must inform you that the company will not be responsible for any injuries you sustain while in our facility.
You're not much of a people person, are you?
I like people. I just like them more when they're helping Exogeny profit. Someone needs to worry about the bottom line. I'm the only one left.
Do you have any idea why the Geth attacked?
What a twat.
We're scrambling to find it.
Alright, no problem, Jacob. You're good. I appreciate it.
There's barely enough here to warrant a colony.
Tell me about yourself, Sean.
I was sent here to do some routine estimations of the potential return on investment.
Because I won't be going much longer anyway. Gosh, we're already at 2 hours. Man, this has flown by. Holy crap. I feel like I've been here like
Tell me about Exogeny.
maybe an hour.
Please. Exogeny Corp is the premier engine of colonization.
I'm actually going to have to stop here soon.
And in conjunction with our core interests, exploration provides a broad investment base for shareholders.
What are the company's core interests?
Exogeny has
I'm going to try to finish this planet, but there's a decent amount left.
There are many other industrial branches, but they aren't really relevant to Pharaoh's.
What is the next movie for... Oh, for MMM, we're doing The Iron Giant. And then the week after that, we're doing Prometheus because of the new Alien movie. Which that should be an interesting discussion because most of us are like, gosh, Prometheus kind of sucks. Oh yeah, Iron Giant, pretty good movie. I like it. Yeah, I've seen that preview a couple of times. I'm hoping it'll be good. I think probably, Jacob, because of kind of the polarizing nature of the film. Because it's a movie that, while most people kind of agree it's not very good, it's a movie that probably could offer some decent discussion. Because it had a lot of potential. Like, Prometheus has some good ideas, but holy crap, the execution sucks. But that'd be a fun one to kind of rip on. I've never watched an alien movie, too much horror movie for me, and I don't watch those. I mean, Aliens is more of an action movie than a horror movie. I mean, I guess the aliens are scary looking, but Aliens is an action movie, and I watched Aliens gobs of times before I ever watched the first one, so I kind of feel like it stands well on its own. But I know Nadia in our group, she only recently has started watching the Aliens movies. Funny enough, she's a big horror movie fan. It's just she's particularly spooked by aliens. And I mean like the concept of like extraterrestrials in general. Kind of spooks her. Okay, let me just get her down here. Wow. What up, Whitey? How you doing? I had power. Yeah, you had a power outage. That's wild. We had some storms come through last night, but it never knocked out my power, thankfully. I think there was the same. I remember from the commercials when Weaver has an alien baby. I was like, nope. I would think that's probably that's either the dream sequence from Aliens, or that's probably what it is the dream sequence from Aliens. Because granted, she has one come out of her at the very, very end of Alien 3. But it's like a second, and then she dies. Like, 'cause she drops into like lava or something like that. I don't know. I don't freaking remember. It's been so long since I saw Alien 3. Just got done. Just drizzling here now. All right, cool. Glad you got your power. I really liked your video, by the way. I put it. I tagged it over on my community section on my meme channel. I realized that'd be a cool way to draw attention to some of the cool peoples, is put their videos up in the community section. Say, hey, go watch this. Shorten to molten steel, yeah. Yeah, it's there's a function for that. I had to it can be kind of a pain to act, like, cuz one of the ways you can do it is like when you do the share a video thing. Wait a minute. Okay. You can pick from your own selection, which is really easy, or there's a search YouTube function, and that can be a little tricky, but I just pasted the URL in there and it brought it up. I was like, yeah, go watch this video. It's awesome. Nailed him. Yeah, it's so weird. I pulled up my content list and saw that they had limited the ad revenue on that video months after it came out. I was like, what the heck? I was like, what's the justification for that? Pops the face should do it. This was your top one. Yeah. I hope I did, but the weird thing, like, I noticed a couple of weeks ago that the viewership really tanked. Like, it went from it like it wasn't a slow decline, it just all of a sudden dropped off, and I was like, huh, that's a little weird. And then I see that the ad revenue is now limited. I was like, what? Kind of makes me think that maybe, I mean, like, am I shadow banned or something like that? What's going on here? Because, like, even my last video, like my previous videos, particularly ones of like a similar length of the one I just put out, were getting, you know, easily 15,000 or more views. The one I just put out hasn't even crossed like 2,500. I'm like, what's going on? It's like something's not on the up and up here. Okay, here we go. Drop down here. Yeah, it is. At that moment, YouTube suddenly says, nuh-uh. I don't like it when you get all that watch time, too. Longer vids and basically doubles earning potential. Well, it's not even just that. It's the fact that it started happening right as they were getting ready to replace Biden. That kind of content, mine just started getting limited all across the board. Like, every video suddenly dropped off, and I was like, what? It's like, in this climate? It's like, search it. I'm like, really? Not when all this news stuff has happened, suddenly interest has dropped on this subject? That's a little odd. Yeah, pretty much. It's like,
what else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
Thorian, the Dark World.
We need to get out of here, past that field.
You know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You can follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
It's not beneath them. Google likes to mess with searches. Oh, they absolutely do. Well, but this happened before that, Jalen. It started to happen before that. It started to happen. It really started happening right around the time of the shooting attempt on Trump.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
But here's the thing: there are even brand new videos I see about Biden that are kind of doing what I do, that are still like uber popular, that are coming out like, came out after mine. So it's a little, the timing and just the the sudden drop, the way it happened, it's like, it's pretty sus. And then they start limiting the ad revenue on that video. I mean, like, if the interest in it has dropped, that's fine. And I'm like, okay, whatever, that happens. It got a ton of views, so I mean, I'm totally cool with it, but it's like, that's a little weird. Why is this happening all of a sudden? But that's fine. The next one's not going to be about Joe. It's going to be about Kamala. So we'll see what happens with that one.
Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust.
He's angry.
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exception or make an appointment.
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There's a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Got him. That's a tough cookie. It's one thing this game does really well is they make sure you know that Krogan are freaking beasts. Talking about transparency and understanding the algorithm, the less transparent they become. Correct.
How do you know I'm Lisbon?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Main. Is there something you require, Dr. Main?
Don't you like those stupid training bits? Oh, aren't they wonderful?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Tell me everything you told me.
I was unable to provide...
Tell me everything you told Kroger.
Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zeus Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zeus Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zeus Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about
the Thorian is a simple...
Kroger savings, exactly.
Uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zeus Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Are you saying Exogeny knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species 37.
So that's why they were acting weird.
Your pilot should be warned.
Joker. I'm in, Joker. Damn it, that field's blocking us.
We need to drop that field and get back to Zeus Hope.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
We need to find that ship. Let's get moving.
Going to stand by.
Alright. That stairway's broken. It's broken. Hang on. There might be a way. It might just be in that room that you just exit out. Yep. It's around here. Going up. Uh-oh, we got friends. Let's switch to shotgun. Prayer time's over.
Use these claws to anchor their ships to the sides of buildings.
Subtle as a hoot.
Man, we are in the, like...
I'd be happy to speak.
It's the first church of Geth here. First church of Geth amphetamine. Whoa. Got him. Okay, so we'll be coming back here, I think. So what's going on with these peeps' reaction to Deadpool Wolverine? Saw something in the chat. You can speak on it. Peeps getting no, it's like me and I won't mention his name on stream. I'm not gonna like call him out or anything because it seems like we're more or less fine. But I think he thought I was like going after everybody who liked the movie, and I was like, no, I'm annoyed with the people calling this a good movie. I mean, granted, I think either way it was a little bit of an overreaction, but either way, I think we're more or less fine now. There was just like, I'm mostly annoyed with people saying it's a legit good movie. I'm like, if you like it, fine. That's totally fine, but yeah. Get off me, dude. Alright, he's out. Unity. Yeah, it was a little weird at first. I was just like, what the heck? It's like, you're acting like all the left accuses. It's like, you're acting like they accuse you're being the meme, and I'm like, because I didn't like the movie? What? It's like, it's not a left-right thing. It's not a woke thing. I'm not complaining about anything like that in the movie. It was just like, I don't think it's a funny movie. I don't think it's entertaining, and I do think it's objectively bad. It's like, but it's like the thing I'm annoyed at is like, okay, people are calling this good, and I think they're overreacting to all the member berries. But it's like, if you had fun with it, great, I'm happy for you. That's fine. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Doesn't make it good. But yeah, I mean, I think things are more or less fine now. Okay, I exit here. What am I missing? Funny run. Okay. Alright, I guess we go back down. Looks like we do at least. Is it here? Okay, no, this is where I came from. Okay, so wait, I think I know the other one then. The other place we can go. Alright, yeah, I think this is it. Yep. German signal means Geth. Ta-da! Got him. Got him. Oh, how's he not dead? It's like a cat with the zoom zooms. Hang on just a sec. Okay. Nothing on that. Nothing. Let's head up here.
Same as before. We don't have the ordnance to blow the squad. Let's keep looking.
I just spilled something sticky on my digital sketch. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully it doesn't do any damage. For heaven's sake, those things are annoying. Bugger off. Okay, let's... Dang, I got a lot of XP. Man, that's one for me to say. That's true. Dang, still got 6 left. Okay, here we go. Let's see if Ash has any... Oh, she does. A better option there. Oh, hello. Predator 5 armor might be better. Yep. That's a little better. Oh, wait a minute, though. Predator 5 might be better for me. Yeah, it is. So, that would be mine. Sorry, Ash. I am more important than you as the male. Tali? No. Nothing much. I like the one I've got better than that. This one? This actually might be a little better. That one's better across the board. Alright, I think we're good. Alright. You find a repair ticket attached to the console. The door to the shuttle bay is fried again. Works fine if the PSI is 30 or lower. And the safety shut-off kicks in if the PSI gets above 34. But if the PSI is in the 31 to 34 zone, the door slams down. Enough power to shear through a metal beam. Wink. So 31 to 34. Five. 22. Booyah. I did not kill my sketchpad. It was the one-armed man. Alright, I confess. I did it, you hear? And I'm glad. Glad, I tell ya. Bye-bye, Geth ship.
Very good. The field barring the exit will be down. Now we can go deal with the Storian creature.
Damn. I'd like to have seen the face on their pilot when that thing toppled.
I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading?
My two favorite racists.
Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
Oh, good. That's good, Dick. Glad to hear that.
Crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
Alright, now as soon as I get out of this area, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream and we'll finish up the rest of this planet tomorrow. RDJ is gonna be Doom. Yeah, I heard. I think it's stupid. I really don't like that. I'm sure they are paying him a metric tuck fun of money for that little quote-unquote R honor. Him being Doom or Doom as a character, you're like, no, I think Doom as a character is awesome. I would love to see a good Dr. Doom. I hate the idea of Robert Downey Jr., who is already a part of this universe as Iron Man. I hate the idea of him being Dr. Doom. Now, I've heard a rumor, I don't think it's true, but I've heard a rumor that they're actually using Robert Downey Jr. to distract from who they're actually going to cast, which is Cillian Murphy, because obviously Robert Downey Jr. was the foil to Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer, And I'm like, okay, that would be really cool, because I think Cillian Murphy's Doctor Doom would be pretty awesome. But I hate the idea of Robert Downey Jr., because that's just more multiverse bullcrap they're going to be putting in this.
I was afraid.
It's like, no, Iron Man is Iron Man. Just let him be freaking Iron Man. Oh, but Doctor Doom is going to be Robert. I'm like, piss off.
I tried to tell them where to find a Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
Where's the Thorian?
The Thorian is underneath Zeus Hope, but the entrance is blocked.
Thorian. Love and Thunder.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities.
Just studying acting, do you think he would be a good Doom? Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if I've seen him play someone of that kind. I mean, he's definitely a good actor, but is he going to bring it for that? But I mean, still, I don't like the idea in general, just because it's like he's already Tony Stark.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man.
Like, I think Robert Downey Jr. is a really good actor who can put together a great performance. I don't know if I'd necessarily go see... I wouldn't necessarily say he's across the board always a great actor. So, he's capable, but I don't think we're getting a pure Doctor Doom. I think... Because I don't see how you don't acknowledge the fact that this is Tony Stark. Or at least it sure is. It's like, they're going to be like, okay, why does Doctor Doom look like Tony Stark? Oh, well, it's a multiverse variant, whatever thing. And I'm just like, so in other words, he's not Doctor Doom so much as Evil Tony, which is really freaking stupid. Yeah, I don't like this idea. But it's here's the thing. It really, do I think it matters all that much who they cast? No, because I think the MCU in general sucks. I think the MCU in general is so garbage now, it probably won't matter who they cast. It's gonna be garbage either way, so whatever. Get your money, I guess. It's just, the part that frustrated me was I see all these fans like clapping like seals when he was revealed, and I was like, why? What does this matter? Why would this fix anything? Like let's say they had revealed it's Cillian Murphy playing Doctor Doom. Would that not be amazing as a possibility? If you like the MCU and you had Cillian Murphy coming off of Oppenheimer and winning the Best Actor Oscar, that would be freaking awesome. This is just the MCU trying to manipulate people with somebody they're familiar with. I'm like, how are you all not seeing through this at this point?
Is there anyone picking this up?
Just end the freaking franchise already.
What was that all about?
Probably gonna be like, survived the snap somehow and has to wear the Doom suit to live. It's like he got buried, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, but he got better. I still have to go down this little hill, a ramp, or whatever.
This is Juliana Bainham of Pharaoh's Colony.
I would be skeptical with the scenario. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is I don't think, like, I have no reason to think that whatever they do with Doctor Doom, it's going to be good, so it doesn't matter that much. Like, it doesn't really matter that much one way or the other because the MCU sucks anymore. It's like they could cast like they could bring Daniel Day-Lewis out of retirement and it'd be like, okay, yeah, great. Who's writing it?
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you!
What are you gonna do?
Shepard, damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I
I
found
like
some
it.
interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what happened on a cruise. This doesn't have to end like that.
What do you think you're doing, John?
Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Are you gonna tell them about the Thorian? Or should I?
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zeus Hope.
I want to off this guy.
All of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't.
This is one of those instances where it's just like, who cares about being a paragon? This guy's a twat.
I won't let you hurt these people anymore. Drop your weapon, or be prepared to use it.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's my fault.
Shooting each other in the back? I shot him in the face. Dumb broad. No, we're shooting each other in the back. It's like,
And you know it.
wasn't looking at his back. I'm an idiot.
I'll deal with the Thorian, then make sure.
And he just threatened to purge all of you.
Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
What else am I supposed
That's
to
why
do?
you gotta get women out of get them out of place of authority. Let a man run this place. And not that guy. No wonder he wanted to purge this place. I'm starting to agree with him.
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
The rough times. It's having a Kickstarter. Death battle. I'm not totally sure what that is.
A neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
Dodgy. But it just might work.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
I might actually, well, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do this in time.
Any luck
Let's
finding
see.
my workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it for your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here.
What's up, Beth? How you doing?
Thanks again, Commander.
I know, right? They look good. I like them. Nice and smooth. I told Joe earlier I went and saw the new Deadpool and kind of hated it. I thought it was kind of stupid. Fictional characters and fights against each other. Oh, interesting. That's weird. What are they doing a Kickstarter for, though? Yeah, I don't know much about their channel. Because it might be they're trying to do a Kickstarter for a separate project. That doesn't mean they're necessarily on hard times. It just mean like, okay, we need help funding this thing. That's not unusual for a YouTube channel if they got some separate project going. Plus, Kickstarters often are good to see, like, what's the fan interest for this thing. Big on. Alright, I need to... Let's see... anti-thorium gas. Here we go. Gotta make sure you equip that, that way you don't kill your colonists. I've been hearing mixed reviews. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people that I run in circles with, like some of them, they like it, but almost everyone I know, they kind of agree. They're like, it's not a very good movie, but some of us find it enjoyable, some of us don't. I'm more in the camp that I didn't find it especially enjoyable. It's definitely not good though.
But that's not human.
No hitting the colonists. even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
Whatever you say, Commander. Let's do it.
Alright, I'm gonna try to make sure we don't full-blown Mida anyone, so... These things we can just take out normal, the little creepers. Why am I not switching? Okay, I did switch. Why am I switching between my sniper rifles? Yes, shotgun, please. Thank you. Okay, so... that didn't do anything. Alright. Can hit them with those and they're fine. Are there any grenades available? Hopefully there will be. Hopefully there'll be a refill spot. 4 ain't gonna do it. I like to keep these peeps alive. Like that chick over there. She's trying to kill me. Get up, Tally. My gosh. Knocked y'all out. Tally, get up! Wakey, wakey. Okay, let's try to lure them over here. That way we don't hit the colonists. Splash! Tally, come on! Only got 1 grenade left, that ain't good. I need a spot to refill. Could have sworn there was one too. Oh, you could find. Might be here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's see if I can get Greta. Yep, got her. Hehehe. Booyah. Okay, it's them. Alright, let's again try to lure them. Uh-oh. Overheating, not good. Whoa. You got puke on me. Nice. It's like, you know, Ash, you could come over here and give me a hand, lady. Alright, got you all. Hang on. Helping your wife put together her laminating machine for class is super duper fun. Cheap models. Cheap A models. She's been on a PC laptop tech game a long while, so teaching her how to use printers and Wi-Fi card is great. You got a hubby that alright, so where is everybody? I think I saved everybody. Saved. They are saved.
Gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain.
Yeah, I know. 3 billion. Freaking Twilight. Fun, but not good as 1. Terrible movie. It's 2. Good movie 3. Only 18 votes. Yeah, I voted on it. Yeah, I knew that. It made a lot. Movie did pretty well. Do these students know the same program I used to make dank memes will be used for their new welcome packet? Yeah, he's got it up on Twitter. He put it up not too long ago. Heck yeah, 32 Paragon. Alright, well guys, that is going to wrap up this little gaming session. Closing in 3 hours. That blew by. But we're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to finish off this level and do some more Mesh Effect. And like I said last night on MMM, be on the lookout because my next video... basically a poorly explained video about anti-violent nature is going to be releasing pretty soon, I think. So stay tuned for that. I will see you all again tomorrow. Until then, good night, God bless, and Godspeed. Oh, no problem, Whitey. Heck yeah. And check out Whitey's video.